So recently I was going through some of my comments from my YouTube channel and one comment appears like this. I'm currently staying in Bangalore working in domestic process. Sir, please can you tell me what type of questions do they generally ask in international process and how to answer them so that they don't reject me? Please take my question answer in detail, and is graduation compulsory if I want to join international process? So this was a comment I recently received, I think a month back. I will be telling some of the important questions. What are the interview process if you want to crack BPO MNC companies, whether it's an international voice process or non-voice process. So basically, in international voice and non-voice process, they check first thing your communication skill, how good you are in communicating with them. They prefer this first. So make sure that you do not fumble here or you do not make any grammatical mistakes. Make it simple, make it clear while you communicate with the HR or with the manager. The interview process is total 3 rounds. The first round will be your HR round. Second round will be a MCAT round, or you can say an assessment round. Third round will be ops, that will be with manager. First let's go talk about the HR round. It is going to be very basic, so where you will be communicating with the HR. They'll be asking about yourself. You need to introduce yourself. To check your communication skill, they might ask you about your hobbies or about your pastimes in your school days, college days, or they may ask you to speak anything related to your city or your native where you belong. So make sure that you practice these questions before getting into this interview. So it's going to be very easy just to check your communication. If you fail also to do that, do not worry. They will be taking you for the second round, but make sure that you practice well before going to an interview. Let's talk about the second round. Is mostly an assessment, a kind of assessment where they're going to check your grammatical mistakes, how good you are in communicating, how you pronounce, how you speak. A kind of test where they're going to check candidate skill, and you'll be sitting in front of computer or a laptop or anything, whatever the company provides. So there will be a test. So what kind of test I'll be telling you. When I went for an interview, it was my second round. So there what had happened is, so there will be a sentence in front of my screen, then I need to spell it loudly and read that sentence correctly without making any grammatical. So you'll be getting to hear one of the voice from foreign countries like British English. So you need to repeat that same you get to hear from. There will be a particular marks to get into the third round. Most of the company keeps 50%, 60%. So based on that, they are going to take you forward. So if you are able to crack this interview, you are good to go. And if you reject also, do not worry, at least you gain an experience, and whenever you are moving to another company giving the same interview, so that you'll be able to answer these questions. Why? Because all the MCAT questions are similar. Once the MCAT test completes, the HR will inform you whether you have passed or you have failed. And if you are good to go, and if you are confident, and if you have answered all the questions in the MCAT, then you are good to go for third round. Now let's talk about third round. Third round will be ops round. You are going to give the interview with the manager. The manager is going to ask you a very basic questions, and here like they're going to ask you a question related to the process they are hiring for you. For example, I went for an interview. I had completed my first round, second round was AMCAT, and third round was ops round. That was with the manager. In the ops round, there will be two ways of interview. One is face to face, another one is virtual. For example, there is an opening for voice technical support. So the technical supports process, the manager who is handling the process, that manager is going to take the interview with you. And here, what are the main questions they're going to ask you related to the process? HR will also help you with the basic questions. So make sure you little go through that. And also there will be a virtual round also. Sometimes, like as I have got selected for chat process, there was a virtual round with the manager. And there was a basic question that I have asked. Those questions I'm going to share with you. Make sure write it anywhere, and this all answers you can google it, you will get it a very relevant perfect answer for that. And the question was, why should we hire you? The manager will be asking you why they want you to hire. So like what skills you have, what experience you hold, and whether you are in fresher or experience, you can just google it and get the answer. And for that I have already made a video. And also they're going to ask you one more thing, why you want to join our company, why you want to join our company, what is the reason behind that you want to join our company. It's a very basic question. You can also google it, and if you want the relevant answer for that, you can also check the I button I have made I think a year back. Before getting into any of the company, whether it is a Concentrix, whether it is a Wipro, Infosys, any of the customer support job, just kindly go through the company. That is the basic questions in the ops rounds they are going to ask. Do not be confused, do not be fumble, be confident whenever you are giving the interview. So guys, these are the basic questions, basic things they are going to ask you in any of the MNC company in international voice process or non-voice process. Kindly prepare yourself before going to an interview. Don't take a month to prepare yourself getting into interviews. Hardly will take you 2 to 3 days to prepare yourself for an interview. So I have come till end of this video. I think I have covered all the questions related to the interview process. So make sure to subscribe to my channel and like my video and share this video as much as possible with your friends. And if you are looking for BPO domestic companies and what are the questions they're going to ask you, check in the video which is appearing in front of you.